You want me to get your ball?
Yeah, you want your ball.
Oh. Don't lick the book. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. As I knock you over. And an idiot. Hi. You need a bath. I'll give you a bath tomorrow. Sweet girl. You got into the cat litter again. No, you got litter on your face. And you smell like cat litter. You have a whole bowl of food. Why do you eat the cat litter? I don't understand dogs' obsession with cat litter. Who was that? I know, it's strange, huh? Yeah, it's strange. Oh, you like my hair? Thank you. I dyed it last night. Well, technically my sister dyed it, but she dyed her hair too. Can I move to Snoop? Yeah. Oh, that's so sweet. Where was I? Oh. There was a second of silence before the whisper of boots moved across carpet. Brilliant idea, Mother. Leo's voice was light and pleasant. Can we escort you upstairs? Thank you. Dear, that would be lovely. I plan to return to... The woman's voice faded as they left the room and the door closed. Anywho, after several long minutes, Tiki released her breath and relaxed against the thick carpet. That was close. She eyed the item that Leo had tossed under the desk. Memorized by its beauty, Tiki reached for the ring. It was a burnished band of gold. Oh my god. Capped by an intensely red stone, the color of blood that almost seemed to beckon to her. Damn, she's being loud. Oh. Hi. I'm not sure, actually. That's a common thing now. With a lot of YouTubers. I don't know why, but it is. Girl. Oh my god. Stop getting into a cat litter that stinks. And you're right next to me. I still love you. Tiki stared into the ruby red depths, turning the stone this way. In that to catch the light, something flickered, and her heart caught in her throat as she peered closer. Deep within the heart of the stone, flames burned. She crawled out from under the desk and tilted the ring under a lamp. How could there be flames inside of a ring? A tiny bit of writing inside the band caught Tiki's eye. The fuck? I'm not even going to attempt that because I don't want to butcher it. But the meaning is, for the sake of peace, we agree. Tiki murmured the words aloud to herself. She held the ring up again and watched the flames within the stone flicker and dance. It was breathtaking. She looked away. She slid the ring onto the third finger of her right hand, and her skin tingled as though warmed by the fire. In the ring, she held her hand out to admire the beauty of the stone, the flames winking in its depths, as if sending her a secret message. Tiki gave a furtive glance around the room before sliding the ring off her finger and into her pocket. They'll probably never even notice the ring's gone missing, she whispered. She had never stolen something just for herself before. She had only stolen to survive. But she had to have this ring. A clock on the bookshelves chimed 12 times. Midnight. She needed to get back. She needed to get back to Charing Cross. The others would be worried. She hurried to the back wall and eased the door open and a crack to peer into the hallway. There was no one in sight. Hi. What do you mean, what happened? She rushed down the dim corridor, keeping to her toes, trying to minimize the sound of her boots. As she wound her way through the maze of halls, the din from the kitchen became louder, pans clanking, and a gabble of voices talking, kitchen maids, and the low tones of a man. Above it all, the shouts of the cook could be heard. Tiki slowed as she approached the door. Stealthily, she leaned forward and peered around the door jamb. god. The cook and her helpers were busy chopping, stirring, steaming, kneading. A thin, balding man in a red coat leaned against the wall of a clove that held the flour. Never seen that word before in my life, so I have no idea if I did that correctly. You're a little bit late, yeah. Okay, where was I? His back partially blocked the door. The thief in the kitchens. Are you sure Cookie wasn't sampling the wine again? He said. Now don't you start in on that, Agnes. Or, not Agnes, Angus. The cook called over her shoulder. From where she stood at the great stove. I've heard just about enough out of you. Is there a reason you're pushing on my foot?
Is there a reason?
Cute poppers. No one was looking in Tiki's direction. Now was her chance. She hurried down the hall to oh my god. To the exterior door and skidded into the cold night without looking back. She dashed for the shadows under the trees. The fog had lifted and she could see carriages stretched in a queue around the corner, lined up to await the return of the party goers.
Hey, no chewing.
She didn't dare try and catch a ride from here. Staying deep in the shadow, she ran across. I'm not getting that for you. I just watched you push it off the bed. Plus, it's time for you to wind down. No chewing. Okay, no chewing. I'm really tired. Yeah, I always get pretty tired around this time. It's just my meds. I'll be fine. What time is it? It's 8 for me. Okay, bye.